Welcome back to Grammar Grade 12. This is Unit 4, Lesson 25, and today we finish the family of sentence structures. You've already met the simple sentence and the compound sentence. Now we add the last two, the complex sentence and the compound complex sentence. The secret to both is the same steady move. Count the clauses. Once you can count main clauses and subordinate clauses, naming any sentence becomes easy. Let's get into it. Before we name today's two sentence types, let's make sure the building blocks are solid. Every sentence is assembled from clauses, and there are two kinds. A main clause is a complete thought that can stand alone as a sentence, like the river rose. It has a subject and a verb, and it needs nothing else. A subordinate clause also has a subject and a verb, but it cannot stand alone, like because the river rose. That little word because leaves it dangling, waiting for more. So keep this in mind. Every sentence you meet is just these two kinds of clause, combined in different amounts. Now the third structure, the complex sentence. A complex sentence has one main clause plus one or more subordinate clauses. Let's watch the pieces locked together. First, the subordinate clause. Because the storm rolled in. Say it aloud and you feel it can't stand alone. It leaves you waiting. Now the main clause. The umpires called the game. That one stands alone perfectly. Put the incomplete piece in front of the complete one, and one main clause joined with one subordinate clause gives you a complex sentence. Here's the fourth and fullest structure, the compound complex sentence. It has two or more main clauses and at least one subordinate clause. Let's stack the parts one at a time. Begin with a subordinate clause, when the bell rang. Incomplete on its own, as you'd expect. Add the first main clause. The students filed out, a full thought. Then bring in a second main clause. The hallway buzzed with talk. Count it up. Two main clauses and one subordinate clause, packed into a single sentence. That blend of compound and complex is why the name has both words. Now the method that never fails, no matter how long the sentence. Count the clauses. Ask two questions. First, how many main clauses are there? How many parts could stand alone as their own sentence? Second, how many subordinate clauses are there? How many parts need a main clause to lean on? Then the numbers name the sentence. One main clause with one or more subordinate clauses is complex. Two or more main clauses with at least one subordinate clause is compound complex. Count first, label second. It works every time. Let's line up all four types so you can see the full system at once. A simple sentence has one main clause and no subordinate clauses. A compound sentence has two or more main clauses and still no subordinate clauses. A complex sentence has one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses. And a compound complex sentence has two or more main clauses and one or more subordinate clauses. Notice the pattern. The main clause count and the subordinate clause count together decide the name, every single time. Let's practice. In this first set, I'll show you a sentence, and you decide whether it's complex or compound complex. The move is always the same. Count the main clauses, then the subordinate clauses. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. If the glacier keeps melting, the valley will flood. Count the clauses. There's one main clause, the valley will flood, and one subordinate clause, if the glacier keeps melting. One main, one subordinate. That's a complex sentence. When the whistle blew, the sprinters bolted, and the crowd roared. Count carefully. Two parts can stand alone. The sprinters bolted, and the crowd roared. So two main clauses. And when the whistle blew is subordinate. 2 main plus 1 subordinate makes this compound complex. Because the antique clock had stopped, no one noticed the time. Count the clauses. Only one part can stand alone. No one noticed the time. So 1 main clause. And because the antique clock had stopped is a single subordinate clause. 1 main, 1 subordinate. This one is complex. Now the full test. For each sentence, name its type from all 4. Simple, compound, complex, or compound complex. Count the main clauses, count the subordinate clauses, and let the numbers decide. Pause and choose before I answer. The old ferry crossed the bay at dawn. Count the clauses. There's 1 main clause, and no subordinate clauses at all. Nothing extra hanging on. That makes it a simple sentence. The lantern flickered, and the shadow stretched long. 2 parts each stand alone. The lantern flickered, and the shadow stretched long, joined by and. 2 main clauses and no subordinate clause. That's a compound sentence. After the tide receded, the children explored the pools, and the gulls circled overhead. 2 parts stand alone. The children explored the pools, and the gulls circled overhead. That's 2 main clauses. And after the tide receded is subordinate. 2 main plus 1 subordinate. A compound complex sentence. Let's pull it all together. First, a complex sentence is 1 main clause joined to 1 or more subordinate clauses. Like, because the storm rolled in, the umpires called the game. Second, a compound complex sentence goes further. 2 or more main clauses plus at least 1 subordinate clause. And third, the method that ties everything up. Just count. Count the main clauses, count the subordinate clauses, and those 2 numbers name any sentence. Simple, compound, complex, or compound complex. That completes the whole family of 4. In our next lesson, lesson 26, we'll zoom in on one kind of subordinate clause in particular, the adjective clause. I'll see you there.